Hi, welcome to Wham World. This is your hair expert Wasim. Today we're going to show you how to style men's hair. To styling men's hair, the first step is to wash the hair. So we are washing the hair. So as you see, we can clean the hair. So what happens when we wash the hair? It's easy for us to styling the hair. So wait till washing the hair. So our first steps complete, which washing the hair. Now we're moving to second steps. What we do after washing the hair is too wet. If I do a heat directly, the one thing is gonna take so much of time, and second, there will be too much of damage to the hair. So what we normally do, we are to dry with towel as much we can. So it's like a massage also. So after you shampoo the hair, make sure don't use the heat directly to the hair. Always dry with the towel how much you can, very gently. So if you see, almost have removed water. The remaining water I'm going to use a dryer, but before that I need a product which can protect the heat from the dryer. So mostly what we do, people think, oh, if I use a dryer every day my hair gonna dry. Actually not. If you're using a right product and heat protection, there's no worry. This emoji is called grip, and the use is, before you use, shake it well. So it's like a foam base. You don't need to use so much, but yes, as much you are required to the hair. So mostly what we do, we mix in the hands and we apply. So what you do when you mix the most of the products, it's heat up there and go. So what I do, I take a comb and a small amount, I take the products and apply in the hair. The application is very important because the product has to go each and every hair. So when application is good, your result will be good. So comb the hair nicely, take again in the hand. Always take products a little bit first. If you need, you can take more, because once you take too much, then you're wasting a product. So if you see the application I'm doing in hair, it's very in detail, and what I get in end, I'll get a good result. So the less product gives you more, but more product gives you nothing. So always quantity is important before you apply. So this most gives me a nice volume and also help me to protect the heat from the dryer. So almost I have finished my application, and if you see, the products are looking good in every hair. So you can left and right comb the hair. So if somewhere you have left, it goes everywhere in the hair. So my second step is done. What is using a heat protection before blow dry. So now I'm going to do blow dry the hair. Now I'm going to use a dryer to dry the hair and also to achieve the shape. So what is normally, you don't need brush directly, you try to just dry it first. So always make sure you use a nozzle in the dryer, because most of the time we use without that. So what happens when you do it it just one place and gives you scalp burning. When you use this, it gives you a flow. And also you always use it from the distance. Don't use from the roots very closely, because when you do that, you feel that it's overheat to your scalp. So this finger will do magic to give you the volume. So whenever you're drying the hair, just not randomly. Whenever you're drying, so see this finger, when I'm doing, I'm just lifting the roots. So when you do this, what you're doing it, you're trying to achieve the volume. So if you see, as I'm blow drying the hair, you can see the volume. So you don't need brush to get the volume. If you're doing the proper dry with the fingers, you still can achieve the dryers. As I said, is make sure you use a nozzle in the dryer, and direction to little away from the hair, and always just lift the hair from the finger. So dry left to right. Now I'm pushing this hair to this side and this side to other side. So when I do opposite direction of the hair, I still get more volume. So for me, if you see, I did not use any brush, and as you can see is nice volume. But if you feel you want more, then you can always use a brush as well. But if you're doing a hair styling every day, I think you don't need brush, just proper blow dry. It's more than enough. But if you're going for function, you want like extra volume, always use something round. When you do with the rounds, you can get volume. So how I'm going to do brushing? Pull the hair down and take some hair in the brush. Keep rotating the brush. You can see the difference. So always whenever you're going out, you have some functions, always you can use also brush to get an extra volume. When I do using a brush, just have some hair in the brush and keep rotation like this, and the blow should be little distance from the brush, otherwise it will be like too heat for your hair. You see the magic volume. This is without brush, and you see when I'm doing brushing. So as I'm using a brush, you can see it's getting volume and volume. So after that, we have fourth steps which is very important. What we're going to do, we're going to use the wax which hold the hair, also promise that it's going to stay for the whole day. So I'm going to use a wax which is clay based, and I'll show you how to take and how to use. So very important the quantity, because if you use so much quantity, the hair looks greasy and oily. So what you need to do, take the nail size and take the products. So I have taken the products from the nail, and you close your box, take into your hands, and don't mix so much, because once you mix so much, the products half of the time will left in your hand. So always just mix once and twice. And what normally we do, we take the products, start styling in the front. So what happens when I do this, my whole products in my front hair. When I come behind, nothing will be there. So here we mix once or twice and just go in the ends of the hair. And you go left to right, then you go this side to this side. So when you do this way, you make sure your products apply each and every hair. And when you do that, your styling will be nice and you can play with the hair. So first, don't worry about the styling. Use product properly each and every hair. So as you see, my products is everywhere in the hair. Finally, whatever left in my hand, I concentrate in the front, because I want to remain the volume for a long time. Now if you want to change the style, you can change the style. If you want in the center, you can also do that. So like when I say change, let it be the hair remain the same, but only front alone, you can just do it side. So the changing styling is completely up to you how you want, but this is the way styling the men's hair to gives you volume, gives the styling for a day, and this is how this works. So now I'm going to use a spray if it's required, or else this is more than enough. If you're using a spray, use a spray just from the distance. Not normally what you do is using very close. Always this distance, one stretch, and the major part is front. So if you're going out and you ensure that you want the holding more long lasting, you can always use spray, otherwise the wax is more than enough. So complete our men's styling today. So we have set 4 steps to do a men's styling. 1, washing the hair. 2, using a heat protection before the blow dry, and using a dryer, and then using some fixing product like wax or a spray. I hope you like this video. For more videos, subscribe us now on YouTube. Thank you.